Guys, how y'all doing, man? How are things? It's been a minute since I've uploaded. We're heading into the busy season at work, so it's Memorial Day weekend. Got through that all right, man. We look pretty good. It's a campground. I work at a campground, so you could imagine but it went smooth. So thank God for that. Um, Morgs have been really tearing on me. So just got to keep going, right, man? Just got to keep going, guys. I could be a big poop butt, man. Big candy ass. Excuse my language, but you know, um, got to toughen up. I mean, we all got issues, and you know what the thing is with the Mars. I think we're all gonna, if we're not all infected, surely we all will be and affected. So got to be strong to help other people get through it and see, and nothing else. Everything, nothing matters except for salvation through Jesus Christ, guys. Nothing else matters. This world is so temporary. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to get through an intersection here. I can't think and drive at the same time. Nothing else matters. I mean, it does, but that's the most important thing. I'm getting more and more glimpses of him, and I mean, not visual. It's nothing like I'm prophetic or you know what I mean. Just more and more understanding um, how he overcame the world. There can't be different truths. There cannot be different truths. Either so these occultists, these theosophists, they can't deny that he was here. They cannot deny that he was killed on a cross. They can't deny that because secular writings. They cannot deny that he did have a large group of followers, right? Believers, and that were martyred too, because again, secular writing. They cannot deny that. So now what they're doing is they're going after his divinity. Now, if you don't believe this, that's fine. It's totally fine. I'm not trying to force anybody to believe as I do, um, but I do. I believe he, Jesus Christ, is God. Um, Came in the flesh, just like it says. Um, a good channel, which I haven't watched lately or listened to lately, is Following Christ Forever. He explains it very well. But I haven't really been. I mean, a little bit of different channels like Biblical Hitman. I've been getting into. I don't know. I think things are moving so fast. I've been pondering and praying a lot at work because I'm doing a lot of weed eating and stuff like that. So maybe revelation is what I want to say, not visions, but more revelations of and just how temporary our lives in this world is. It has to end, guys. It has to. There's no way it could keep going, right? With the technology, I do believe the technology is going to be tied in. Well, it is going to be tied in with the mark of the beast. It has to be because it's tied in with the currency, right? So let's just say it'd be nice to say cure cancer with these nanobots. It'd be nice to have them clean out your arteries, to have them But once this technology is introduced in us, there's no stop to it. There's no stop to it. Now it's probably because I know I'm loaded with nanotech guys, and I suspect we all are. That's not our fault. I don't consider that the mark of the beast. I don't know if my DNA has been altered. I suspect it has, but I there's a choice to it. There is a choice. I mean, yeah, Satan's deceiving. That's his game, man. He's a deceiver. But there's still a choice to it. There has to be. There has to be. Um, there has to be free will. Once one takes the mark, I believe your free will is gone, and that's when you're beyond salvation. You're beyond redemption. Um, and we're close to that time, guys. We're close to it. So that's all that matters, really. I trying to get one in on just the morgs, and because I know more and more people are coming up with it, and I've come up with some pretty good things that have been. It's like a never-ending battle, but I've from when I first started sharing that, it last fall is when I found out I'm going over the Bear River. I wanted to take a look there. Boy, gold has shot up to almost $5,000. Days off, I should be out there just kind of picking around. But when I first started sharing that I got the mortgage last fall, when I found out, I mean, I've had it before, but I do believe it's layered. I do believe it's layered. So I had it, but I think I took on another layer. All right. And lost track of thought. So I'm heading to my mom's, and I'm going to head to an AA meeting, do a little shopping. But, oh, okay. When I first, sorry guys, when I first knew that I had it and was sharing about it, boy, I was in bad shape, man. The foggy brain, the depression, and I still have it bad, but not that. I mean, I just, it was like it was a wrap, man. The knowledge of funky things living in me. Um, Come a long way since then. I mean, I feel better. Still have a lot of hard days because you don't sleep well. And I really think there's something spiritual attached to this too, guys. I really do. And then that takes a toll on your mental, your spirit. And I'm not complaining. Please don't take this as complaining, guys. Um, it is what it is, you know. And I do get the suicidal thoughts, and I get thoughts of drinking quite often lately. And yeah, it's not to solve anything, just to feel better, just to kind of like check out, right? But I'm not gonna. It's not my plan. So, anyways, so I've come a long way. Tobacco spray, guys. So get the big bag of cheap pipe tobacco. I make a tea, let it simmer. Because I work outside, I spray it on all day. As soon as it dries, spray it on again. And there's a biofilm, and it seems to just be on my arms, right? And I don't have it on my stomach or my legs. It's just the arms. It's a thick biofilm, and it looks like skin. Well, it breaks off at night when I'm asleep, and you can see the little worms on the inside, right? So it works. Um, Also, I'm getting better. But yeah, so the main thing is, and I need to get consistent with these videos, and I need to get together with my family. I got to figure out the right way to word it. Um, he's the only thing that matters. Now, I don't have this great relationship with Jesus Christ. I don't. And I'm not a particularly good person. I'm not a good Christian. If we were good, we wouldn't need him, right? We wouldn't need him. Now, I want to do good. I do, and I fall short continuously. But I want to do good. Um, he's my creator, you know. He is the Father. I and the Father are one, he says. So he is the Father, right? You want your kids to do good. You want them to be kind to one another. You want them, you know. That's my God. That is my creator, and that is my heavenly Father. Lucifer is a liar. Satan is a liar. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what he comes for. He hates us. The fallen angels, they hate us. The demons, they hate us. Um, Yet more and more people are believing it. They're thinking, okay, but you get things. You do get things from them. I don't know if I shared this before. There's a gal that comes to AA, and she calls herself a Christian, and I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying that she calls herself a Christian, but she does the tarot cards, you know. Um, and yes, I'm a sinner and I fall short. I do, but it's just that's where Christianity is today, where people they profess to believe in Him, yet they do a cult. They do the. I don't know if I'm wording this right, but that's where it is today. Um, Now, granted, say a guy who professes he's a believer and a follower of Jesus Christ, and he's a drunkard or a thief, or he's cheating on his wife, whatever it be, you know. Um, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. So I gotta go to the post office real quick, But I don't know, for some reason it strikes me funny. I mean, if you're a believer, you're a follower, right? But you're doing tarot cards and you think that's okay? I don't know. Um, but that's where we are. It's gotten so. Now, see, Alice Bailey told us in her writings, right? Externalization of the hierarchy, the preparation for the new age, that they would be slow, and they have been slowly indoctrinating us into this, to where it's just so common. My AA sponsor, him and his wife did a vision board, right? A vision board, which is just like manifesting, right? They don't know. They don't know. And he's a good man. I love him. I do. He's not a bad person, and he's unsure of what he believes, right? But I can say that is my belief, is that Jesus is God, and exactly who He said He is. Did exactly what He said He did, and He's coming back to do exactly what He said He'd do, because we need Him. This world is toast. That does not mean there's not good. There is good in the world, and we can enjoy. There's much enjoyment. There's much humor. There's much love. Um, there's a lot of good still in the world, and I don't think He wants us to not enjoy that, and be part of it. But all in all, this is a fallen world. It is fallen, and we are fallen beings. Um, these are just my ponderings, right? And things that are being revealed to me, right? Just slowly, little here, little there. I mean, it's probably nothing profound to most of you, and then to the rest of you, it's probably you're a kook, right? And I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. But for me, it's kind of cool because I am getting little bits more, little bits more, little bits more. And yes, I still do struggle with sin. I do, and it's definitely gotten better. Um, there's even the best of us, even the very best of us. Because I know some quote unquote good people, right? They are. They're good people as far as the world goes, right? But when you think deeper, the heart is desperately wicked. It just is, right? Um, and we have to go through this. We have to go through this. I think things are going to get harder and harder and harder. Um, I know this is taboo for many Christians. I do believe the Mandela effect has changed the scripture. Now, this could be something they've been working on for a long time to try to deceive us, to make us think that. I don't think so. I think Jesus is the Word. Jesus cannot change, right? The Word became flesh. Jesus is God, right? Um, he's not gonna let his character change, no, but he's allowing it. He's allowing the scriptures to be changed. And right there, that tells you there too that I mean they're just words, guys. So if how would God? No, God would never allow His word to be changed. Look at all the other different interpretations, right? God, I look like hell. See, I have not been sleeping well. Um, look at all the different interpretations, and or not even interpretations, but just different, like the NIV that's left out some, or look at that. It's been changed, right? I'm not a KJV only type of person. I can't be because I don't understand it, right? I do read the New King James Version. I love some of the King James Version, like the 23rd Psalm is the year that I'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death. It's very poetic. Let me check my mail. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, that's done. Yeah, it's the morgs has really affected me cognitively. My thinking ability is just thank God my my job doesn't require too much thinking, and I've been doing it long enough to where I can do it kind of second nature, you know. But there's some things that I just cognitively I can't do. I don't know what to do with that. Like file my taxes. I had the 1040 easy taxes. I can't figure it out. Probably just pay one of my friends. Pay one of my friends. Give them $100 to help me. Cause I'm getting taxes back, but you know. So yes, I just wanted to do a quick check in. Um, I gotta start at least once a week and try to maybe write out what I want the video to be and at least put aside half an hour, 45 minutes to um because maybe somebody could relate to me rather than somebody who's a different YouTube channel, right? Maybe. I don't know. I do feel led. I do feel led to speak up. I think we're running short on time. And I think, so like the Great Commission, this is what the whole thing I was thinking of this video was. The Great Commission is to go out and make disciples. I don't know how to do that. What do I do? Do I stand on a street corner, Jesus is Lord, and, the turn or burn, or I don't know. That doesn't seem to have much success. My faith, it's there. I mean, total belief, but my faith isn't that strong to where, how like prayer warriors, people who are great at praying, they're prayer warriors. That's their gift, man. I'm not that. Like if you read in comments, people ask, "Will you please pray for me?" Um, and I try, I do, um, but it's not long. I'm not like a drawn out prayer. I just, say the name and Lord, if it be Thy will, because we all have to go through it. We all have to go through it, and that's why I'm not saying, with the more gallons, I feel sorry for myself because I know we're all going through stuff. There's people homeless right now, and with the morgue, and good Lord knows what else. So I'm extremely blessed. Um, and But yeah. So the Great Commission, I don't know. I mean, well, we have YouTube for the time being, right? We do. And that's a good way to spread the good news, the gospel. And because it's the most important thing, everything else is smoke and mirrors and fluff. I don't say that it's not important, and not that it's stuff that we're not. I mean, yeah, we touched on it, what's going on in the world. Boy, if you guys still believe in the whole political arena, man, I beg of you to really reconsider that. None of them, not one. I don't trust any of them. I don't believe any of them are on our side. The whole thing. I mean, there is no our side. It's you are either follower of Jesus Christ, or you're not. And that doesn't mean they're bad people that aren't. Because I think there's again, as we go as far as good people, there's non-believers that are way better people than I am. Way better. And I love them. And, but again, I think, I beg of you to reconsider and pray on it. Ask Him to reveal Himself to you. If you're anything like me, it won't be like an overnight thing. It'll come slowly. A lot of people, it comes quick. A lot of people just, and I love those testimonies, New Agers and stuff that find Christ. Some of them I think are deceptive. Not that they're lying. I think they're deceptive as we can get it, leading us into the New Age, right? But I do definitely believe a lot of them are, and I love those. I don't have that. Mine it's come slowly, and I'm gonna have to say it. It's taken a lot of work. I'm not really great at reading the scriptures either. That's another thing I want to say. I'm not like a day. I don't read it daily, you know. Um, but I ponder on the scriptures. I know the scriptures when they're shared in videos that I listen to. And I do believe we should still read the Word and don't discredit it, even though I do believe the Mandela effect. But the Mandela effect is crazy, guys. It's crazy. But again, in Daniel, it says He shall seek to change times and laws, and He's doing that. And you can feel something's weird with time. Something is weird with time. Um, and He shall seek to, or they'll seek to mingle themselves with the seed of men, just as iron doesn't mix with clay. We're there. We're there. And I pray He gives me the ability to have the thought process to put something good together, for my family and for others. That maybe. I mean, He draws us to Him. He draws us to Him. So I can't necessarily draw people to them, and if they're not willing to even pray on it, ponder on it, think about it, it's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, but that is really laying heavy on my heart that everything else is fluff, and that I don't even have like this relationship with them that I would like to have, that I know many do. Deception is so thick, so layered, right? It's so layered. So I just wanted to do a quick check-in, my little rant. Still alive, still, I'm grateful. I am grateful, but I do want to try to get better at these. I know I shared that before, and I just don't seem to get better at it. But I want to really try to get better at it. If nothing else, like once a week, and maybe even more. And but the next one, I want to do one for the morgs folks, because why? Blow your mind, some of the stuff that's coming out of me. Blow your mind. Nano, metals, funky insects. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm still alive, right? He's allowed it. It looks like absolute hell. It looks like I smoked a big joint. I don't smoke marijuana. I'll do those gummies, the gummies at night before bed. Sometimes it does help me sleep, because I don't like being stoned. I don't like being stoned. Used to love it when I was a kid, man. I could smoke pot all day long, but I don't like it anymore. So, anyways, I pray all go with you guys, and you're holding up all right. I pray if you're not a believer, or you're kind of on the fence, I pray that you pray on it. Try it. If you've never tried it, try it. Just say, man, are these people who are claiming you are God, are they correct? Are they nuts or what? But it has to be an earnest prayer from your heart. And see what happens. Some people, yeah, they get a definite yes. Yes, I am real. People like me, it's been a process. And that's just the way it is. But yeah, I beg of you to try it. I beg of you. So I'll try to be more consistent with this. Yeah, I seen we're over 300 subs. Pretty, nothing. I mean, it's nothing, and I'm not looking for subs. You know what I mean? But all right, so people are watching, so um, or listening, should I say? And I don't want to like dog on myself, or what is it, neurotic, or what do they call where people are always, oh, I'm not good enough, or not like that. I just know I'm not a good, I'm not a good YouTube video maker, man. I know that. But I work with what he gives me, and I do feel led to keep going with it, so I will. I will. And alright, other than that, I'm gonna go see my mom for about a half an hour, hit this meeting, and maybe tomorrow, I have tomorrow off, I'll do one with the morgs, and show you some of the pictures and some of the protocols. And this is probably going to get pulled because I already just mentioned some of the protocols. I'm not sure of the exact way people do it without it getting pulled. But again, I'm not suggesting anybody do any of that, because I'm no doctor. I'm just saying what I do, right? Alright, guys, man. I love you all. I pray all's well, and let's just keep rocking.